All right, everybody, Roger, Suzanne in here live from the First Alert Desk, and I want to update you about some problems that we've just learned about in Norwich. Just minutes ago, in fact, we received this press release from Norwich Police advising drivers to steer clear from some flooded roads, and there are a whole lot of them. Let me just take a look at this release here. Huntington Avenue, Shoals Avenue, the intersection of White Plains and Hanson Road. There's apparently trees in the roadway there. Bliss Place, Julian Street, the intersection of Westtown and K Street, along with the intersection of Salem Turnpike and Teddy Lane. So again, some major problems in Norwich tied to the storm. We're going to continue to track this situation. Live from the First Alert Desk, I'm Roger, Suzanne, and Scott, I'll send it to you.
All right, thanks, Roger. We appreciate that so much.